Hello, this is video number 3 of Canada Visitor Visa series. Complete information on required documents for Canada Visitor Visa. Your document checklist. Once you complete your online application, you will find your document checklist. We have discussed all these things in the previous video. Here, this is the document checklist for main applicant. Here you see there are 13 documents, out of which 11 are compulsory while 2 are optional. For your spouse, here there are almost 6 documents, out of which 4 are compulsory while 2 are optional. For your children, you will find 5 documents, out of which 3 are compulsory whereas 2 are optional. Now let's discuss required documents in details. Number 1 document of this checklist is application for visitor visa, temporary resident visa made outside of Canada IMM5257. I have a complete video on this topic. You can watch my YouTube video number 5 of the series Canada Visitor Visa for complete detail. The other document number 2 is travel history. You must provide information on your valid visa from the United States as well as previous travel history. This can include copies of your previous passports and or visas used within the last 10 years to travel outside your country, entry and exit stamps, study and or work permits that indicate your duration outside of your country, expired or valid visas, boarding passes. If you hold a valid visa from the United States, provide a clear scanned copy of your visa. If you are living outside your country of citizenship, please submit a copy of your immigration status document for the country where you currently reside. This could be a work permit, study permit, visa, or any other document that authorizes you to be in the country where you are living. So you have to submit all these documents in travel history. Document number 3, passport. Provide your valid passport as well as of all your family members if applying together with a minimum validity of 6 months. Recommendation: I would strongly suggest that if possible get your as well as all of your family members' passports renewed before applying, as the Canadian Embassy stamps visa up to the validity of the passport. For example, if your passport validity is for 3 years, then you will get 3 years visa. And if your passport validity is for 10 years, then chances are there that you will get a 10 years visa. In case if you are applying with family members, I would strongly suggest that if possible, get all family members' passports renewed before applying, as you will get visa for the period with the minimum validity of passport of your family member. Suppose if your passport validity is for 5 years, but if anyone of your family members' passport validity is 3 years, then all of the family members will get visa with the validity of 3 years. Document number 4, invitation letter. Letter of invitation. Provide a letter of invitation from someone in Canada. The letter of invitation must include this information about the person who is providing this letter of invitation. Number 1, his or her complete name, date of birth, address, telephone number in Canada. Number 2, his or her job title. Number 3, whether he or she is a Canadian citizen or permanent resident. Number 4, his or her proof of status in Canada, for example, Canadian birth certificate, Canadian citizenship, PR card. Number 5, details of his or her family members such as names and dates of birth of spouse and dependents. The letter must include this information about the person for whom this letter is being written. Number 1, his or her complete name, date of birth, address and phone number. Number 2, his or her relationship to the person who is inviting. Number 3, the purpose of the trip. Number 4, details about place of stay, duration of stay, arrival and departure date. Number 5, details about funds for expenditures during stay, for example, job, title, salary, business details. Document number 5, use of a family member representative for online application IMM5713. For this, I have a complete video on YouTube. You can watch my YouTube video number 6 of the series Canada Visitor Visa. Document number 6, marriage license certificate. The marriage license certificate, this document is required for validating the marital status claims of the applicant. The applicant would need to provide this document only if the applicant indicates a marital status of being married. The applicant would need to provide a copy of legal certificate issued by the country, the territory or the region where the marriage took place. Document number 7, proof of means of financial support. If you are visiting Canada, you must provide that you can support yourself and the family members who will be with you while you are in Canada. Provide as many of these documents as you can. Your bank statements for the past 4 months, a bank draft in convertible currency, pay stubs, an employment letter, proof of assets or business, proof of payment of tuition and accommodation fees, tax reports, declarations or statements, proof of a student education loan from a financial institution, a letter from the person or institution providing you with money, proof of funding paid from within Canada if you have a scholarship or are in a Canadian funded educational program, proof of a Canadian bank account in your name if money has been transferred to Canada. Document number 8, digital photo. Photograph specification. Kindly read these photograph specifications. The photographs must be taken within the last 6 months. The photograph must show a full front view of the head and tops of shoulders with the face in the middle of the photo. Size of the head from chin to crown must be between 31 mm and 26 mm. The final frame size of the photo must be at least 35 mm by 45 mm. Image must be in color 25 bits per pixel in RGB color space, the common output for most digital cameras. The photographs must be clear, well defined and taken against a plain white or light colored background. Your face must be square to the camera with a neutral expression, neither frowning nor smiling and with your mouth closed. You may wear non-tinted prescription glasses as long as your eyes are clearly visible. Make sure that the frame does not cover any part of your eyes. Sunglasses are not acceptable. A hairpiece or other cosmetic accessory is acceptable if it does not disguise your normal appearance. If you must wear a head covering for religious reasons, make sure your full facial features are not obscured. Image size at least 420 by 540 pixels. If you scan an existing photo, the minimum resolution must be 600 pixels per inch. We accept JPEG or JPEG 2000 format. File size approximately 240 kilobyte, no more than 4 MB. Document number 9, purpose of travel. You can watch my video number 7 of the series Canada Visitor Visa. I have explained complete detail in this video. Document number 10, family information IMM5645. I have complete video on YouTube. Watch this YouTube video number 8 of the series Canada Visitor Visa for complete information on this topic. Document number 11, proof of relationship. The proof of relationship to a relative in Canada. The principal applicant needs to submit this document only if he or she indicates that he or she or his or her spouse or common law partner has a family member in Canada who is a permanent resident or a Canadian citizen. Number 1, the applicant would need to submit a copy of both sides of the family member's Canadian citizenship document, Canadian birth certificate and or permanent resident card, PR card. Number 2, the applicant would also need to provide evidence that the family member is currently residing in Canada. For this, the applicant would need to submit documents such as a residential lease, mortgage document, utility bills. The documents should be provided for the last 6 months. Number 3, the applicant would also need to provide proof of the relationship of the applicant or the spouse or common law partner to the family member in Canada. For this, the applicants would need to submit documents such as a birth certificate, an official document that names the applicant as parent, a copy of the inside back cover of the relative's passport that details the relative's parents. The individuals who would need to submit this document, the principal applicant, their spouse or common law partner. Document number 12, Schedule 1, application for a temporary resident visa made outside Canada IMM5257. I have discussed this topic in complete detail. You can watch my YouTube video number 9, Canada Visitor Visa. The last document, document 13, client information. If you would like to provide more information about your application that you have not already provided, you can attach a letter of explanation to your application. Thank you for watching this video.